Yo, what's up and what's going on, guys? It's your Bandicam here back for another video on the channel, and today I'm going to be showing / reviewing 2 secret swords in Hypixel Skyblock. So basically, why do I call them secrets? It is because the recipe are pretty much hidden. Like, they're not in any collection. Maybe they'll have an actual recipe in the collection next update or something like that. So it's like an official announcement of it. But I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already know about it, but some of you guys might be still confused about it and still thinking about whether you want to get this or not. So basically, these swords are an upgrade of an item that already been in the game for a long time. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm just gonna get straight to the point here. So basically here we have the spicy silk H sword here and also the ornate zombie sword. Okay, what these things are, basically the silk H sword is an upgrade from the leaping sword, while the ornate zombie sword is an upgrade for zombie sword, obviously. So okay, let's talk about the rarity first. So both leaping sword and silk H sword is epic rarity, while for the ornate zombie sword, the zombie sword is actually just rare rarity, while the ornate zombie sword is epic. So that's definitely an upgrade there, which means that better reinforcement. Let's start with the ornate zombie sword. What this thing does is just the bleedy and the damage and strength is better than the normal zombie sword. So we take a look at the combat and also road and flash. As you can see here, there's this thing called zombie sword. So you compare this to this, the ornate zombie sword has slightly better damage and strength, but the most important part is the item ability here. The ornate zombie sword heals 12 more HP for yourself and heal 4 more HP for other people around you, compared to the zombie sword, which is not really much of a big upgrade if you actually think about it. And this sword is actually very rare. Basically, how can you get this sword is you need a certain item that only dropped from a specific mob that was added on the 0.7.2 update, which is the golden gold in the coal mine. And the item is called golden dust, I'm pretty sure. And that thing is extremely rare because I can assure that I've killed like 500 or something and still got no golden powder. Or dust, actually. Did I just say dust? I think it's called powder. So if you do / view recipe ornate zombie sword. Okay, there you go. As you can see the recipe here. What you need is a zombie sword, a golden powder, and 1 enchanted gold block. And you got yourself an ornate zombie sword. So for this thing, the point of you getting this thing is just to heal a little bit more because it does a little bit better than the normal zombie sword. And the cost is actually not that much. I think you can get an ornate zombie sword for like 1 million around there from the auction house. So now, you might ask me, so Michael, should I get the ornate zombie sword if I already have a zombie sword? Okay, now the question is back to you. Think about it. Right now, you have an iPhone XR. Apple just released the iPhone 11, right? Which is an upgraded version of iPhone XR. The good part about this is you can actually trade in the phone for the 11. So you actually can pay like a lot less for it because XR is still a new model as well. Which is same as the zombie sword because you need a zombie sword to craft the ornate zombie sword. All you need is just 1 golden powder and 1 enchanted gold block, which is very cheap. It is just a small upgrade like from the XR to 11. Actually, that's a very bad comparison. Like, I just got the 11. I'm not gonna diss my own phone there. Okay, now let's move on to silk H sword. So as you can see, my friend got this thing maxed out, so I didn't really craft any of this. I'm not a fan of them because I don't really have a leaping sword. I went straight to AOTD, so we have to skip that here. So like I said, this thing is an upgrade from the leaping sword, but something about this is just really not right. Okay, so if you do / view recipe, we're gonna check out the recipe here. So view recipe silk H sword. There you go. So as you can see, this thing costs you a total of 24 enchanted ferment and spider eyes, and a leaping sword, and also this cactus green. But this cactus green thingy is not the normal cactus green. So basically you need another thing called the silky lichen, which looks exactly like a cactus green, but it's obtained from a different array, which I still have no idea how to get them, but you can get them for very cheap from the auction house. Let's do a comparison here. So as you can see, the silk edge sword only have like 20 damage and 10 strength more than the leaping sword, but the price of them are basically 1 times more. So as you can see on the leaping sword here, you need a total of 24 fermented spider eyes. Well, in order to upgrade it to a silk edge sword, you have to get another 24 enchanted fermented eyes. So it's basically costs another leaping sword. But is the damage double too? No, it's just a very small, tiny, minor upgrades, which costs you a lot. And also the bad part about this thing is there's no more ability on this sword. So as you can see, on the leaping sword, at least you have an item ability which you can just leap into the air, so it's nicer. Like, you can jump with a leaping sword, but you can't jump with an upgraded version of the leaping sword. Now for me, I would just not get this sword if I already have a leaping sword. This item is basically a luxury item that people want just to flex, like, oh, I have it as a collection. Just pretty much like Apple products, like I can assure that like 20% of the Apple users are just for the flex, especially those AirPods owner. But yeah, not me though. I actually like the OS and stuff like that. Trying to defend myself here before people call me a flex. If I were you, I would not upgrade to this. I would go straight to AOTD. So if you have a Leaping Sword already, if you max it out, you can probably sell it for around 4 millions to 3.5 millions. Then if you use that money and get another 3 million or 4 millions, then you can get yourself a clean AOTD. Well, for this thing basically costs almost same as a clean AOTD. So it's just like you're buying an Apple AirPods. I'm not saying about the AirPods Pro. That thing is actually quite good. Like my heart vibrate a little bit. But no, I'm not getting it, okay? I'm broke. You're basically paying like $200 for the same function as what a $10 earphone would have provided, and maybe slightly better than it even. So is it worth it? That's debatable. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Peace out and have a nice day.